Welcome back guys. This video is a continuation of part 1 of light chapter. In the previous video I've discussed till the ray diagrams of convex mirror, and in case you haven't seen my last video, please do check it. The link is in the description box. One more information I wanted to give you is I'm just going to complete the chapters which I will be coming in the board exams, and in case if you want the video on some other chapters, please let me know.
In this video we will start uses of convex mirrors. So let us start. Convex mirrors are commonly used as rear view mirrors or wing mirrors. So questions can come in exam that rear view mirrors or wing mirrors. Okay, so you need to learn both of them. So in vehicles, and one thing you always have to remember is they always give an erect image, though diminished image. They give a diminished image, but their image is erect, as you might have seen in vehicles. Also they have a wider field of view as they are curved outwards. As they're curved outwards, you can see wider field. Okay, widely you can see. Thus convex mirrors enable the driver to view much larger area than would be possible with a plane mirror.
This is how convex mirror looks like.
Let's get started to the questions. We'll do questions and we will see whether you have heard my seen my videos very diligently or not. Okay, so define the principal focus of a concave mirror. This very question is so easy, and I assume you should know these questions. I'll just focus on numericals or important questions. The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. What is its focal length? This numerical is so much easy, and I'll suggest you guys that all of you should write this formulas in a copy. Please don't take screenshot. Please write all these formulas in a piece of paper. Please pause the video and write by yourself. But this very question will be solved with this formula: R is equals to F by 2. On this it will be solved. Name a mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. This is concave mirror. You might be knowing, I have taught you back that concave mirror ray diagram I have taught you. The concave mirror, it forms a enlarged image and erect image. Okay, I tell you, this is the diagram. This is forming enlarged image and this is erect. Image is always downward in concave, but here it is erect and enlarged, so it is exception. Otherwise erect images are formed in convex mirrors. So why do we prefer a convex mirror as a rear view mirror in vehicles? So just now I taught you this, so no need to go in deep with this. This is the most important thing of this chapter, I would say, because here is the problem and comes because children skip this part and they can solve the numericals. So I would recommend you to study very carefully. So these points I will summarize you with this diagram. Mirror form, this diagram is this point I will summarize you. So let me once read this. Okay, the object is always placed to the left of the mirror, and this is the, so this implies that the object here is always to the left of the mirror. This is the left side of the mirror and this is the right side of the mirror. So it is telling that the object will always be to the left side of the mirror. Okay, and it will always be negative. So here it is written, you can see distance towards the left, it will always be negative. Okay, you can learn this with a trick that right hand side, this is right hand side and this is left hand side. Okay, so right hand side, it is right, so always will be right, so it will be positive, and it is negative because it is left hand side. And similarly it is downwards, so you downward when you are going, so it is a negative mark. Okay, whether it is in career or studies, I'm just assuming. Okay, don't take it personally. So it will be negative, and if you are reaching heights, so it will be positive. Just this, nothing more in this. Nothing more it has taught in this. Only you have to be careful while solving the numericals, that which it is image, so you image is here, so you have to take negative. If image is here, you have to take positive. If upwards, then positive. If downwards, then negative. Just this. Now let's move to mirror formula and magnification. It is mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U is equals to 1 by F. V is mirror, image distance. U is object distance and F is focus. Then next comes magnification. Magnification formula, you should be thorough with the formula, and I will recommend you to write all this formula in a copy, so that during exams you can 1 minute, you can write all these formulas in your copy. Just now pause the video and write it, and I'll recommend you to write in the rough copy fast, and one copy you should make of formula so that you can refer it during your exams. So that's it. This is the formula. This is the only formula which I have written there. So magnification formula, height of the image, which will be denoted by h0, and height of the object, which is h. So m is equal to h0 by h. Magnification h0 by h is also equal to minus v by u. So be careful, if you don't have h0 by h, you can find it by magnification by minus v by u. So it is so simple as that. So the most interesting part of this chapter will move to numericals. It's already solved in this book, so I'll not do it in copy. I'll just explain here only. So first of all, we have to understand this question. A convex mirror used for rear view on an automobile. Convex mirror is used for rear view or wing mirror. Okay, previously I have taught you. So a convex is on an automobile has a radius of curvature of 3 meter. So first you have to write the data. So radius of curvature 3 meter. Why it is positive? Because it write the data here, radius of curvature 3 meter. Okay, if a bus is located at 5 meter from this mirror, okay, 5 meter from this mirror, if a bus is located, so already I told you object distance is always in negative, so minus 5 meter. Find the position you have to find. What does it mean? You have to find v. Okay, u it is given, v you have to find. Position, then only you can find the distance. Nature and size of the image. Nature you have to find, size of the image. Nature already you know, I have told previously that convex mirrors always form erect image and diminished image. These two you already know, so no doubt should be there. And size of the image, it means height of the image. So let's proceed. Radius given, u given, v and h we have to find. Height of the image, focal length, so here radius is given and we have to find according to this, it is mirror formula. Okay, so we need f, so we can find f by dividing f is equals to r by 2. This formula we can take out f. So 1 by v is equals to this. I assume you know this calculations because you would have studied till 9th. So 1 by v is equals to 1 by f. Here you will calculate it. So v comes here 1.15 meter. It is positive. Okay, this is positive, so image is formed at the back of the mirror. I hope it's clear. So from here you can conclude that v has come in positive, so image is formed at the back of the mirror, means right side. That is why it is called positive. Here image is formed right side, so it will be positive. So the image is 1.1. Magnification, m is equals to h0 by h, means image upon object. So you don't know height, so you can find it by minus v by u, as I told you earlier. So with this you will find 0.23 it is coming. So the image will be virtual. A convex mirror forms always virtual image. Okay, erect and smaller in size by a factor of 0.23. So it is solved, and I hope you can solve this second question because it is similar to the first question, but then also I'll brief you. Okay, an object 4 cm in size is placed at 25 cm in front of a concave mirror. As I told you should first write the data, otherwise later on you will be confused. An object 4 cm in size, so object size, that is height, is 4 cm. Okay, h and image is h naught and it is object, so h is placed at 25 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. Object distance will always be negative, so 25 centimeter. Focal length 15 centimeter. Focal length is in front, so it will be minus 15 in a concave. At what distance one more thing I want to tell you, that focus in a focus and that focus is always negative in concave mirror and positive in convex mirror. Okay, these sign rules, sign convention rule you have to always remember, otherwise a whole question you have done right, it will end up doing wrong answer, bringing wrong answer. Okay, so image distance you have to find, image size you have to find, and you can find it with the mirror formula. And see, v has come, it is minus, this is the point where I have to focus, because these things kids fun, like plus minus we cannot do, this you can do, but this is the thing where students make mistake, and you have to be careful here. These are the points you have to make careful. Okay, so v is minus 37.5. The screen should be placed at 37.5 centimeter in front of the mirror. Again, this thing I have told you earlier, that in front it minus, it means in front, negative, here is negative, this is positive. In front of the mirror, the image is real because it is a concave mirror, so image will be always real in concave, and in convex mirror it is will virtual. Magnification, height of the image, you can do it. Okay, again questions. Find the focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. Obviously it is similar as previously we have done this question, so I don't want this to do. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image of an object placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. Where is the image located? I want it to do it by yourself. You have to do it, and please tell me in the comment section whether you have done it or not, and reply me with the answer also. So next topic we will start refraction of light. These are very important topics, and this is the point where questions are asked. This glass slab is asked very frequent question in board exams, in exams also, in half yearly annual exams also teachers ask this question. It's important question. Earlier only I have told you refraction of light, what is refraction of light, but again I'll define you, I'll refresh this topic with you. What is refraction? Refraction, when a ray of light passes from one medium is, it is air, and this medium is glass. Okay, passes from one medium to another medium, there is a change in the speed of light. Okay, let's take an example. It's just you have to assume this, please don't take it personally, but I'm just giving the tricks. It's weird trick, but yeah, it's a trick. So when a ray of, first I'll give you knowledge fact I'll tell you. When a ray of light travels in a rarer medium, okay, this medium is rarer and a glass medium is denser, you might be knowing these things. So when a ray of light travels in a rarer medium, its speed is fast. Okay, it moves faster. And when a ray of light travels in this denser medium, its speed slows down. I'll take an example. When you walk in a land, okay, plane, when you walk in plane, your speed will be faster, and with the same foot when you walk in a desert, okay, you cannot walk, you'll be tired. Okay, your speed will decrease. So it is a denser, desert is a denser, so glass is also denser, so your speed decreases in desert. So likewise here its speed decreases. And when your speed decreases, and also here when it moves to denser medium, it moves towards normal, and when it moves away from the denser medium, it means when it comes to a rarer medium, it moves away from normal. Okay, these two things you have to remember in means in refraction of light. Okay, and definition I already told you. So this diagram I'll explain you. this is a ray of light. It is traveling from a rarer medium, that is air, and it is till here it has traveled, okay. And this is the transition of from where denser medium starts. O is the transition, this point, okay. So it is traveling. This diagram, it comes in exam to make, okay. You have to draw so label diagram, so you have to see it patiently and diligently, okay. So when a ray of light travels, till here it travels, okay. Speed is fast, as I told you before. So speed is fast, and when it this is normal, you have to draw normal here. Angle of I should be always equal to R, okay. So normal you will make, then so when it comes here, it moves towards normal, as I told you, because it is a denser medium. So it moves towards normal. It has slightly, not more, but slightly, this is its actual path, okay. You will show it with dotted line, and this is its movement bent towards the normal, and it has bent towards normal, and then I equal to R. So it has bent towards normal. Then again, when it has entered into a rarer medium, it has gained its speed, okay. It has moved faster, and through this line it has moved away from normal. See, this is its normal, and it has moved away from normal. In this case it was moving towards normal, and in this case it's moving away from normal, and this is its actual path, okay. I hope you're understanding this. So this is normal, this is normal. This is the label diagram. Nothing much. A, B, C, D. This is labeled N dash, okay, normal. Then I, R, it should be always equal. This is O, the transition point. O dash, this is also transition point. I, O, same, everything is same. This is called emergent ray, okay. This is when it goes out through this is called emergent ray. Just this. Through this diagram it looks that it's so hard, but it's so simple, and it was just this. A majority of the part I've told you in the definition of the refraction only. So that's done. So next comes refractive index. Refractive index. So here main thing is this formula. As I previously told you, I have to write the formula. Again I'm telling you have to write all the formulas of this chapter in a place. It depends on you where you write. I told you, like, you can write on copy, okay. So the formula is refractive index. The sign of refractive index is N. Then refractive index of what is 2 and what is 1 will read further, okay. Speed of light in medium 1, so 1, and speed of light in medium 2. So if refractive index is asked of refractive index is asked with respect to 2, refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1. This is likewise they will ask. So you have to write speed of light in medium 1 upon 2. And if it asks us refractive index of medium 1 with respect to 2, you have to write like speed of light in medium 2 upon speed of light in medium 1 is equals to V2 by V1. It's so simple. And speed of light, refractive index of any medium, N of M, is equal to speed of light in air upon speed of light in that medium is equals to C by V. These are the formulas which you have to learn. It should be on your tongue tip, and whenever you do numericals it should click. So I'll proceed this in the next video, okay.